Raise your hand if you've seen a channeling before. And I mean a channeling where a person's body is being taken over by a spirit or being for the purposes of communication. I have. And I'm going to share with you what that looks like. So I watched a practitioner. Her name was Candace, and this was about 8 years ago. I watched her channel the wee people. Who are the wee people? The wee people are tiny people. They're called the wee folk of Ireland. They are in the same family as elves and fairies. So what did the channeling look like? It kind of looks like what you see in the movies. So the practitioner sits down and everybody else is around her in attendance in a circle. And there's a woman behind her who is ready to brace her or catch her if she falls backwards, kind of like a safety net. And the reason she would fall backwards is if she needed to take a break, or if she was tired, or if the energy was just too powerful that she would have to lie down in order to channel, which in this case, that's exactly what happened. She fell backwards as soon as she started channeling the wee people. So what did the wee people communicate? They were telling us about nature. They were telling us about Earth, the planet, and how we as humans were damaging the planet and Earth and the consequences of our actions. I don't remember a lot of it because, like I said, it was 8 years ago, but they did share that information with us. The next important thing that I think you need to know is what happened after they shared this information. They went around the circle of everybody that was in attendance and they started singing our names. And it wasn't a normal singing. It was a very high frequency singing. And I remember at the time, I was so young, I looked at the lady beside me and I'm like, this is bullshit. Like, she's making this up. And the lady was like, shut up, like, just watch what's gonna happen. So that's exactly what I did. I sat there and I watched what happened. So she went around and she sang our names in this very high tone and this very high frequency. And you could feel it. You could feel the energy that was behind this singing. So there's a couple things I want to share with you that if you're in a channeling or if you're watching it, some of the things you might notice that will indicate that the channeling is valid or real, or just, you know, for your own benefit, if you want to look out and see what you want to take notice of. Some of those things are the mannerisms of the practitioner. The mannerisms of the practitioner will change, as well as the tone, pitch, variation, and frequency of the practitioner's voice. So all of these things change in the channeling that I was witnessing, and that's how I concluded, and that's how everybody else knew that the channeling was real. Because we all had conversations with Candace outside of the channeling, so we knew what her normal tone, her mannerism, and her way of speaking was. So because they had changed in the channeling and because of what she was communicating, that was an indication that she really was channeling the wee people. So yeah, I thought that was interesting and a really fun story to share with you. Let me know in the comments if you've had any experiences with people who channel, or if you've watched a channeling.